All right, you guys, what are we buying? Ascended Heroes or Prismatic Evolutions? Which is the better investment? All the Poke Bros are having the discussions right now on what's the better investment. And, you know, one viewer actually told me that neither. He said that these like side random crap products are not it. He's like, bro, if you're not buying the ETBs or booster boxes, you're going to get destroyed. Well, to that person, I told him these are specialty sets. Booster boxes don't even exist, so there's that. Second off, ETBs, yes, they're very collectible, but what about these side products? What do we think of these as far as an investment? I'm going to be honest. I love these products. I don't know. I'm thinking differently than everybody thinks because in my eyes, the price per pack in products like this tends to be better. You know, you could get cheaper Prismatic Evolution packs via the tech stickers than you can buy in the ETBs. There's a huge, huge premium on the Elite Trainer boxes. You don't think that over time that gap will close? I don't know. It's an interesting thought. We had a viewer here kind of discuss with us that they will only buy the blue chip products as far as an investment goes. And I guess there's two ways you could think about this. If you're like a casual collector looking to fund your hobby a little bit, make some money, sure, buy the trendy investment grade products like the ETBs. But then there's the business operator side, and this is the category that I fall into, where I can't just cherry pick all the good stuff. I can't buy 1,000 ETBs and then take zero mini tins, zero tech stickers. Like when you're running a business, you need to be buying everything. Well, you don't have to, but if you want to run a successful business, you need to be able to know how to sell every product, not just the product that sells itself. And I'll argue, even Ascended Heroes or Prismatic Evolutions, sure, these products sell themselves, but it is significantly harder to sell a case of tech stickers than it is a case of ETBs. And I think businesses that can find ways to sell everything are going to be just in a far better position than those who are capitalizing on the quick and easy money of ETBs. And that's what I see a lot of smaller shops doing is they're only buying like ETBs and booster boxes. And that's fine, you know, take things slow, but if you really want to scale, if you really want to get to the next level, you need to be able to sell products like this. Now, there's a lot of different ways they could go about selling it. You could sell the case as is. You could open it up, sell the 12 individual units. You know, there's so many different things. Same thing with the mini tin. You could sell the whole display as is, or you could open the display, sell out the individual mini tins as is. There's a lot of ways you could do it. And I guess me doing this for so many years, I guess I kind of know what's the best way to go about selling a product. But if you never take the chance, if you never try these new products as a business, how are you expecting to get to the next level, right? Like if you're only focused on buying ETBs and booster boxes, which again are those types of products that sell themselves, how do you expect to grow within the hobby? Because I think there's a misconception right now where a lot of people think that who has the biggest collection knows the most. Well, I know a lot of these institutional money bros that don't have a clue on Pokemon. They're just buying whatever YouTuber's telling them, which is just like, buy any Destined Rivals, buy any Prismatic, you'll be a millionaire in 90 days. It doesn't work like that because there will come a time where, you know, the supply is going to change. There could be reprints. Prismatic ETBs, I know a lot of people were promoting them and pumping them when they were 220. They've cooled down. They're under 200 now because a reprint came. And if you don't have that inside knowledge, if you're not paying attention, if you don't know what's going on in the hobby, how are you supposed to make informed decisions? And I guess with that one viewer, it was just a discussion of making the most amount of money versus, I guess, being here for the long call. I suppose if you're just buying ETBs and booster boxes and you're a casual collector, like, yeah, that's fine. But if you're running a business, I highly recommend learning to sell other products, even though they may not be as popular. You know, tech stickers, mini tins, portfolio, the like little binders with packs, you know, even just miscellaneous products, one-off stuff. Because in a downturn, in a bad market, these are the types of products that nobody touches, okay? And I know it sounds so crazy to say that in the big 2026 bull market, but I remember even in my own business, and I don't know if this was 2022 or 2023, basically early Scarlet Violet, nobody wanted any of this stuff, okay? Sleeve blisters, random collection boxes, even though they had cool promos, just nobody wanted to pay for them. After shipping, the margins were non-existent. After all the fees that go into selling, the money wasn't there. But that time will come again. Not right now, not for the next year. But there will be another time where there is a downturn. So if you could be more educated, understand all the different product lines that the Pokemon company makes, and be more knowledgeable, you will survive during the bad times, because right now everybody's a winner. Everybody's a genius in the bull market. So be careful out there. Enjoy the hobby. Enjoy collecting. And with that, we'll catch you guys on the next one.